Buying a house is one of life's biggest financial moves. For most, it will be the largest asset that goes towards the retirement in their lives. If you're going to be buying a house and wanting to know considerations and questions you should ask an agent when selecting them after the massive real estate settlement, this video is for you. Everybody, Ray with Mortgage Maestro Group. My goal today, give you considerations and simply put, give you questions to ask going forward in 2024 and beyond, working with an agent. So let's start off with one of the most important considerations, reputation and reviews. But what I'm going to get at there isn't so much as ask for, because they're going to give you their happiest clients. Look up reviews online. And furthermore, you can go into places like Nextdoor and even Reddit to discern better if this person is going to have your best interests in mind as they help you with life's biggest asset and massive move. Number 2, understanding trends. What do I mean by this? Right now, we're facing a time where there is a market that's shifted in a different direction. There is inflation that's being yanked around and battled to bring into check. There is a narrative online and on the media about the housing market. And that agent understanding the trends of the market can show you the data to dispel the myths, can help you get over that emotional hurdle when buying a house. So ask that consideration. Number 3, communication style and availability. Communication is such an interesting thing, but are they going to communicate the way that's important to you? Are they going to be available when you need them? Keep in mind, they are humans, they're not robots. However, understanding what you need from them and they from you so that you can have a successful home buying process. And availability. Does that mean they need to be available at Sunday at 7 p.m. when you find that house on Redfin? Not necessarily, but are they going to be responsive to your needs? Because the next consideration is even more important in my opinion. That is negotiation skills. In a market that has shifted back, still a seller's market, buyers having some pull, negotiating. I have worked through so many transactions as a lender over the last few decades where I see a complete lack of negotiation skills. And I see times where I see amazing negotiators get things for their clients because they really understand the art and science of negotiating on behalf of their clients. So definitely that is a big consideration for you as well. The 5th and final most important consideration before I get into questions to ask is going to be their process. I've observed from the top producing agents, they all have a process for you as a home buyer and a home seller. They're going to walk you through that process. They're going to educate you. If you're a buyer, your agent should educate you on the contract before writing a contract. They should lay out the landscape of what it's going to look like, the process, and how it's going to be as a seller, what you need to do in preparation for, such as a chess master would. So their process and how they're going to support and serve you, they will earn that valuable commission that everyone's talking about today. Before I get into the 5 most important questions to ask, if you have questions about the considerations, comment below. And if you find value in this information, make sure to subscribe for more valuable information about building wealth through real estate. Here we go with the 5 most important questions to be asking as you're picking the agent you want to represent you to buy or sell a home. Number 1, what is their strategy going to be for you as a buyer or a seller? Understand their approach. Make sure it aligns with your core values so that you can, again, make the right selection in who you pick as an agent. Number 2, how do they handle negotiations? And maybe have them give you some specific recent situations of negotiations that they were part of and the outcome of those negotiations. That will give you specificity into their negotiation skills. Number 3, back to communication. How are they going to keep you informed through the process? Is it going to be them? Or is it going to be what's called a transaction coordinator, such as we see a lot here in Colorado? And who will handle the communication? Will it be via email, calls, etc.? Because some of us do like to be communicated to differently. Have them meet you where you want to be met. Go through communication with them so you feel good about that process. Number 4, have them explain real estate commissions, what impact the settlement has for you working with them. What does it mean if you're going to be selling a home? If you're going to be a buyer, are there any impacts? Because they will have an answer for you. This is something that they take very seriously as professionals representing you in buying and selling a house, but seek answers as it relates to real estate commissions. The final question, there are so many of them, but what does the client education process look like? Look, if you're a first-time buyer, this is very important. Everything is so new. The acronyms, the jargon, have them walk through the process. Make sure that you have advocacy and they are educating you through the process. If you're gonna be selling a home, what does that client process look like? If you're gonna be selling and buying, what is that process? If you're gonna be buying an investment property, what is that process? They are likely all very different. Great agents will have the answers to these questions and so many more as they support you in selling and buying your home, whether your first home, your dream home, or investment properties. Make sure, comment below on any questions you have, and check out video that we have included here for you that's very valuable if you're going to be buying a home soon as well.